Can you hear me, Tim?
I can.
Okay, can you see me?
1 second.
It's not you. My computer's down. I have to use my tablet. The video's not working, so I'll get to listen to it.
Hold on a second. I lost my screen here.
Hey everybody. Let me make Tim a co-host so he can share his screen.
I got to get back over to you. I'm on a new MacBook and I just lost the screen. What's going on here? Can you hear me, JJ?
I can hear you just fine. We just got my son home from the dentist. He had to get an extraction, so I am actually super glad that Tim is teaching today because I'm gonna take attendance and I'm gonna set everything up, but then I'm gonna go snuggle him because it's been a long afternoon.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's doing okay.
I thought he would have bounced back a little better since he's so usually tolerant to pain, but not today. That was a lot. He'll be fine though. It's for the best.
Is it the wisdom teeth?
No, it was his baby canines because his mouth is really crowded and is starting to cause dental issues.
Oh, okay.
I just did not know. Nobody in my family's ever had braces or things like that. I did not know what all was involved, like the gas and all of that. I didn't know. So, yeah.
Our son had all his teeth pulled at one time for replacement teeth. It was an 8-hour surgery. I don't know how anybody does that. Lisa, I do see you, but there you go.
Yeah, it's in a weird spot. Yeah. So this is the only little camera I have. My computer won't come on. It's either the remote or something's wrong with the hookup or something. Oh, now I'm getting a little light. There we go.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey.
Are you still on for facilitating a little discussion with our July?
Oh, okay. I thought it was, I got an email from you about August, but.
Oh, did I say August? Oh, okay. Okay. August is fine. Yep. The August is fine.
Yeah, it's kind of a split thing, but yeah. I mean, the subject is, it's finance and yeah, I got some interesting stuff from
you.
And hey there, is it Georgia?
Georgia.
Hi,
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Georgia.
Thank you.
I was gonna go try and find me a wig. I don't know if you can tell, but I did shave my head, but I just didn't find the wig, so I couldn't look like a woman to attend this.
Man, I'm still keying off of 8 hours for Tim's son extraction. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. How do you do that?
That's crazy. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, we're at 5:45, everyone. So if we'd like to go ahead and start off like we normally do today, we have a very special guest speaker, our president, chairman. I'm not quite sure what we call our illustrious leader for West DFW REI Group. Tim Cook will be talking about the role of AI today.
How about crazy?
Before we turn it over to him, let's just go ahead and go around the room and talk about any deals that everybody is working on. My commercial deal out here fell through. We
no.
got to terms that I agreed with, but then she tried to yank up the terms again, and I've done my market research, and I'm not willing to overpay for commercial property in this market. So
Yep.
we let that go. But I also acquired a substantial amount of Louisiana tax certificates where I used to live in Louisiana. So I'm very happy about that. You know, with tax sales, you normally get interest back, not the properties. But in this case, and in Louisiana, I don't know if I've explained it to everybody, but unlike Texas, in Louisiana, what you're bidding on is the percentage of ownership in the property. And this is the first year where I ended up with 100% ownership of 8 properties
Wow.
that the tax was about $5,200, but the value of those properties is going to be in the 700s. So if you add them all together, so that now, will I get all of those? Probably not. But usually you get the interest on the tax, but I'm very excited because the ones that I do have in Louisiana that have matured, I've not ever been 100% owner of. So this year I only went after 100%, and it turned out to be good for my portfolio. So I'm very happy about that.
Nice.
I just
Congratulations.
Then I'll be able to have the money to do these Texas tax deeds. Anybody else have a deal you'd like to share?
I didn't buy anything, but I did finally sell my rental my very first rental in Weatherford. I bought 24 years ago when I first got in the business. We flipped it, did a rehab on it after the tenant destroyed it, and we closed on that about 2 weeks ago. So happy to see it go, but sad day after 24 years. So
Wow. When you add it all up, what would you say that property has netted you over the years? If you feel like sharing.
well, I need to go do that math. But I can tell you that we probably made, this is a little 1,000 square foot 321 that we've done nothing to. I mean, it was a great little property when we bought it, but we probably made $300 to $400 a month for the last 23 to 24 years. We bought it around 60,000, and we sold it at 258. Now, we did a lot of rehab on it. We put $52,000 in this house to get it sold, but it was the cutest little rental property. I wish I had, a dozen, 2 dozen of these.
Was it in Weatherford?
Say again?
Was it in Weatherford?
Yes. And it's actually on the group website. It's a cute little property, but I don't know, to answer your question, JJ, but it made us a lot of money, and of course a lot of tax write-offs.
Yep. All right. Awesome. I wanted to highlight that just because it's easy to despise the small beginnings, but those small beginnings are the foundation to a wonderful real estate investment career. So congratulations on selling that house. Does anyone else have a deal to share or something they're working on with the group that they want to share with the group?
Oh, I do have a rehab project right now. Could you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I just want to make sure. Okay.
Yes.
And then I'm working with the contractor, and I just want to figure out, do you guys have a form or any contract do you recommend for the contractor? Any like some people say maybe AIA or something, just a regular rehab, what kind of contract do you guys use, or do you even use a contract?
So,
should.
Monica, are you asking, do we use a contract? Is that what you're saying?
No. I know everyone, yeah, could be. I know that some little project people may not use contract. You need to just fix I need to fix that window or something, but it's a little bit more, rehab budget. And then, do you use the contract?
So, I've done a lot of different things over the years, and the contractors that I have been using, they've had a contract, that was kind of a contract / estimate. So
Mhm.
we agreed to do these things at this price, and that's what
Okay.
we've kind of gone with. For new people in the business, you should use a contract that's going to spell out the terms, who's doing what, when, what kind of timeline, how are you paying, that kind of thing. I may have something for you that I can pull up and send you, but you definitely, with you being new in the business, you definitely want to do that.
Oh,
After all the years I've been doing this, I kind of got away from that.
yeah, because
And
people,
that's not necessarily a good thing, but I kind of got away from, using a contract, and I probably should go back to that.
some contractors actually use it like something not really look like a contract, more like when they code, and they just use that. They have a price and everything, and then what they're gonna do, but not really have a good detail, and then how to make, if they delay, how could they pay the fine? If they early, maybe we will be rewarding. So I just try to figure out, does anyone use any suggestion for what kind of contract? Contract you use, I can buy online.
Ma'am?
Or
Is there a contract in the property evaluator and the draw estimate
No,
Mhm.
there's not.
suggestion?
Yeah, they have
No.
There's not.
when to draw, draw the money
Yeah,
and everything, but
right.
they don't really have a lot of detail, except when do they gonna do the demo, when do they gonna do the the stage. That's
Okay.
they don't really have any. I just never really see any. Some people told me about AIA. Have you heard about AIA?
No.
Oh, okay. Then that
Yes.
is really big for the big construction. It's not like a rehab.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I just want to know, in case everyone else uses something, and I never know. So basically, I know some people maybe use the, the estimate, but instead of that, they just turn up to the simply write down when do they gonna draw the money, when the day they're gonna start, and then something like that. Is that all everyone use?
Yeah,
Is that all?
I will look and see if I can find something for you.
Okay.
I'm sure I have it.
Okay. And
I
also,
just have not been using it.
yeah. And also, if we pay the constructor, do you have a certain kind of receipt or something for them to sign, or give them anything? Do we have anything? When you pay someone, you gotta have something evident you pay them. Of course, the subcontract, but I'm gonna use the GC, so I'm gonna have them to,
So are you using business checks?
yes.
So that business check normally has an attached receipt for that check. We
Okay.
just make them sign that they received that
okay.
check.
Okay. Just something, and also, do you guys have like a release anything for the template or something for the subcontractor, like every time they come to do this part of job, for example, kitchen is finished, I had a release, make the subcontractor to sign the release. So, so make sure we pay them. So is that the contractor gonna provide, or do you guys use anything special?
Who's hiring the subcontractor?
I mean, GC
Th-
gonna call.
Then he should be paying them and getting that release.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with you asking for a copy of that
Okay.
release.
Yeah, I'm
Good
gonna
idea.
ask them.
That way you
Oh.
have it.
Yeah. And I think I am, also, maybe gonna do, I think last time I like that subject too, but I think that's still for me. I feel like it's still a little challenging. So I may have to start with the wholesale or something simple to get more experience, and then if for wholesale, because the last time we talked about subject too, we use the trust, but for wholesale, what should I use? Can I use just my personal, or have an LLC, or how could I do this? How can I, when I do the deal, what should I use? Use the LLC or use the trust, or can I just use my personal?
Hey, Monica, have you thought about doing mentoring with Tim?
No? Oh, yeah,
Have you thought about doing the one-on-one mentoring? Because it's a lot, you've got a lot of really good questions, and I think there are a lot of case-by-case specifics.
Yes,
And
yes.
so
yes.
we do want to let other ladies give their deals they're working on, but I feel like you would really benefit from having that dedicated time to get your questions answered. If you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
talk
yeah,
more
yeah.
about that at the end,
Yeah, that would be great. That would be
because you're
great.
doing the
Oh,
thing and we want to see you
so
succeed.
Tim, do we have a mentor here, or what should we do, or something? I just not really know. What can we do?
You can call me.
Oh,
Monica.
okay.
We'll
That's
talk
easy.
about it. We'll talk
Okay,
about
I talk about that. Yeah, how that works. Yeah, and that's good. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad everybody's on today. Monica, I'm glad you're on. Nadia, Erica,
Yeah.
George, did I say that right this time?
You got it
Devin,
right.
and Lisa. I'm so excited that y'all are on. I'm going to go ahead and check you all in on the main website, but right now I'm going to turn it over to Tim Cook, and he's going to talk to us a little bit more about AI. If you were at this last month's meeting, that AI session with Richard Roop was phenomenal, and I've been going through some of his online materials, Richard Roop's online materials, and AI is it's exciting, but it's also kind of overwhelming how so many people are using it. But I know that Tim has been using AI in his business for at least the last year, if not more. And so, Tim, I'm so excited that you're able to come on and talk to our ladies group today. First of all, thank you for having the vision to have the ladies group. Appreciate that, because I think it's been really beneficial. Ladies, would you say it's been really beneficial to kind of have our own space as ladies to talk about real estate? If so, drop something in the chat to thank Tim for having the vision to set this up. And with that, we're going to go ahead and turn it over to you. Did you have slides or anything that you wanted to share? I've made you a co-host.
Well,
So-
I really don't, because I've been working on wrapping up the
Okay.
subject to stuff. I did bring on Richard's slides. I spoke to him about this and he said it's quite all right to use them. So I'm just bring this up here to look at it as we need to.
Okay. Okay. Well, the floor is yours. Thank you.
You know, it kind of looks like I'm on my new MacBook and it looks like maybe something is not set up right. So I may not be able to share screen. So I apologize for that. What I'll do though, everybody can hear me okay, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this presentation, and I'm going to drop a one-page slide that has the special promo that Richard is offering to all of you for his 3-day event, which is tomorrow at noon to 3. It starts. And this promo code that I'll give you which Richard was gracious enough to extend because it actually ended back the beginning of June, but he's willing to extend it to you ladies tonight. And you can get registered for only $99. And what JJ was talking about just a second ago, it's phenomenal the amount of information that Richard is sharing with us all. And not only what you're going to get the next 3 days, but all the free stuff that he's including when you log in. So it's amazing. I don't know if Devin, if you've already had a chance to log in and look at it, but there is
I
so
have.
much information there.
I was right in the middle of it when this started, so on
Yeah.
the first part of one of his freebies.
Okay.
Thank
Good.
you.
Well, so JJ kind of surprised me about giving this presentation tonight, but I'm happy to do it. I'm glad that you all joined the ladies group, and I hope it's all working out for you. JJ's been doing a great job, and I've seen
Yes.
a lot or heard a lot of comments about what a great job she's doing and what the ladies are getting out of this group. So please, if you are benefiting from it, make sure you tell her that, and make sure you tell others. Share this event with other ladies so you can come in here. And normally, I guess I'm the first male to come on this ladies meeting, so I'm honored. But I couldn't find the wig. I was looking for a wig. So, but AI is. Let me get a show of hands here. Or just unmute yourself and answer. How many of you are using AI to some extent today? Anybody?
Very little. Chat GPT is the extent.
Okay. Georgia, okay.
No.
Anybody else at all?
Oh,
Nothing at all?
hands,
Okay.
reactions.
So if if you're not starting to take an interest, you need to wake up. Just talking seriously and point blank, you need to wake up and catch up, because this is going to be like no other new tech that's come in our business and in the world. It's going to just take over everything. And even some of the programs that I use are now starting to have an AI aspect of it, such as Grammarly. If anybody uses Grammarly, now they've got an AI writing tool built right into Grammarly. I use an organizational tool with asana.com, ASANA, and all of a sudden they are now the AI management planning tool. I mean, they've got all this AI stuff integrated into it, and everywhere you turn, all the web browsers now, Google Chrome, Microsoft Pilot, and some of the others, they all have an AI aspect to it. So I'm still dabbling. I'm still trying to learn this stuff. I think to probably be a little more accurate, when JJ said I've been using it for a year, yes, my business has been using it, but my VA and my assistant has been using it more than I have. But I have used it enough to know that we have to start using it in everything that we do. And where I see and where we're starting to use it is helping us plan our marketing, creating our marketing pieces. And this presentation let me see if I can get this brought up here. This presentation that I'm going to share with you, Richard talks about, I don't understand why it's not sharing. It says I got an error.
Is it on prompting?
Is it what?
Is it about the prompting?
Well, that's part of it.
How to prompt?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I was going to say is that there's a lot of things to it, but prompting is a very big part of AI and how to create the prompts. We think of it as questions, right? But they're saying it as a prompt, calling them prompts in AI. And what you have to do is learn how to write the prompts correctly. And then you can even ask AI to show you how to do that. I mean, it's amazing. Keep in mind that you can ask any of these chat bots to do anything. So if you don't know something about how to go do it, you can ask Chat GPT. Okay. So
Amazing.
don't be afraid, because the worst thing it's going to do is it might come back and say, well, I didn't get enough information to give you an accurate answer. Okay. So, but where I see AI in our businesses is creating marketing. Richard gets into a whole lot more depth on using it for pre-screening sellers and things like that. But to me, I don't, at least at my level of knowledge right now and understanding of what AI will do, to me, I want to use it to help me write better content. I'm not a very good writer. I have to work at it. And usually I'll write it, put it down, come back a day or two later and say, "Ooh, did I write that really?" And go rewrite it. But AI, you can copy and paste that content into Chat GPT and ask it to please review and clarify or expand upon the details of this article. And depending on what app you're using, or if it's a free versus paid, you can also give it links. So, for example, you can give it a link to a web page and say, go review the website link and expand upon this. And once it gives you an answer, then you can go back and say, clarify this, clarify that. Give me more content on probate, things like that. So there's nothing you can't ask. You can even tell it what kind of format that you want it written in. Now, I wouldn't know one way or the other. Richard is a professional marketer, and you will see that come out in all of his presentation, but he'll go out there and ask it to give it the content to him in a certain format. So he doesn't want bullet points, so he'll tell it that, and he keeps refining and fine tuning what he's doing. And what he's done, and if you don't mind, let me back up just a minute. I've known Richard for about 20 years, and I met him through a real estate investment course years ago with Ron LeGrand, and Ron introduced him as a marketer, and the marketer for real estate investors, and he's also a real estate investor. And he's a very, very savvy and creative real estate investor. So now, 20 years later, he's becoming the AI expert / marketer for real estate investors. And he's combining these things to help us do more deals. And that's what the 1 June event was all about when he came to visit the group. And a couple of you were in that meeting. But the 3-day event, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week, he's going to talk about all kinds of marketing strategies. And it won't be all real estate investors, but a big part of it's going to be. And he's not going to just talk about it. He's going to demonstrate these different tools on how to write creatively, how to create images, how to create video. You've all heard about the deep fake videos. He's going to show you how to create your own videos that look like you. I mean, he has all those. As a matter of fact, he's listed a lot of those apps in this presentation that I'm going to attach. I'll share it in the chat. But he's got all these apps listed in here. But what he'll do, the difference from just reading this presentation to what he's going to teach you over the next 3 days is that he's going to demonstrate how to do it. So you'll get to see firsthand how to go about doing all that stuff. So it's very, very impressive. As JJ said, I remember her sitting in the back of the room when she logged in for the first time. She said, wow, this is amazing. There's so much stuff in here. And, you know, he's giving you all that for that $99. So it's a pretty darn good deal. And then you're going to get, you know, 3 days of solid content, 3 to 4 hours a day for the next 3 days. So anybody doing any blogging today? Nobody?
Not today.
So blogging, talking about marketing, you should seriously consider blogging through your website. And a couple of you have the premium tools for the group website, and that allows you to blog on there. But blogging is a very big part of your marketing plan for sellers and buyers if you're trying to focus on buyers too. But you want to go write blogs from an educational perspective to teach sellers about various things. So if they need help related to stopping a foreclosure, they can read your blog and see about how to go do that, or they see that you know what to do, and if they feel comfortable with that, they can reach out to you. If you want to appeal to the people that have inherited a home, you know, then you write blogs about different aspects of probate and inheriting an estate. If you want to appeal to investors, you know, to come join your buyers list, you can write blogs, different topics for investors. But where I'm going with all this is you get a handle on how to create those prompts with ChatGPT and the others that Richard is teaching you about. You'll be able to use these AI chatbots to go create this content for you in a matter of minutes. Now, the one thing you have to remember is you do have the responsibility to go proofread this content, and making sure, as good as what it is, you still need to make sure that it's to your liking and the way you talk. And that, remember, in the real estate investing world, not all states are the same as far as the laws go. So you don't want the AI chatbot to maybe reference some law or some procedure that we can do in Texas, but you can't do in Illinois, or you can't do in Maryland, or things like that. So you don't want those kind of things to get inserted into your blog and you not know it. So, and that goes with any of the chat content or the AI content that you have created. You always want to proofread what it's given you. Okay. Any questions about that? But you can control AI by, you know, being very specific on the topic that you want to address, the number of words that you want, because when you are writing blogs, you want a minimum of 1,000 words. But if you want that blog to really appeal to Google and gain more traction, you're going to want a blog that's, you know, 1,500, 2,000 words. In AI, any of the AI tools like ChatGPT, they can spit those out in a matter of a couple minutes. You just have to learn to create the prompt so that ChatGPT knows how to respond to your question, your prompt. Any questions on that? The other thing that Richard is doing with AI is he is, I believe he's going to demonstrate it, how to create postcards, how to create the content for postcards. So if you're looking for a postcard for pre-foreclosures, you can put in your website, put in your phone number, put in your name if you like to personalize it, and the key messages that you want, and you tell it to write this content. You might, if you have some idea of how many characters you're trying to give it, then you might put that in there and try it. Remember, there's nothing wrong about what you do. You just have to learn how to counter back. If it doesn't give you the information that you're looking for, then you counter back and ask it to fine tune it and refine it and adjust it and rewrite it. Or you can just plain start over. Okay, there's not a wrong,
Right or wrong.
yeah. If you don't like the content, then you start over. The other thing that Richard talks about is, Chat GPT. They're getting smarter by the day. So don't be surprised if you log in and go do something and you see something new in there. One day you can't do something, the next day you can do something. But one of the things that he talks about you'll want to do is you want to go in and customize your profile. There's a section in there that's kind of your about me, your 30-second elevator speech on who you are, what you do. So you want to go in there, because you're educating Chat GPT about, and maybe this is true with all of the AI tools, but you want to educate them on who you are and what you do. What is your main business? What do you do on a daily basis? So if that app knows that and understands that, it can give you better responses.
Tim, he was giving an example that he asked ChatGPT, how do I make $600 or $10 a minute and improve my income, cash flow, wealth building, etc. And it's fascinating that you give it enough information about what your skills are, what your talents are, what your interests are, and it gives it back to you. This is probably where you should go with all those talents.
Yep. No, it's amazing what he has discovered, and basically that's what he's doing, is he's sharing all that content with all of us on what he has learned, and he's willing to share it.
That's wonderful.
You're going to see Richard be more than giving and sharing of his information, and you're going to love it. So I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I'm trying to see where I share this. I'm not seeing. I don't know if they just changed something, and they do keep changing Zoom, but I use this all the time, and I've never had a problem with sharing content, but now I don't see any way to share a link.
I wish I'd figured out how to do that before tonight. I have it running, actually.
Well, I know how to
I
do
don't
it,
know how to do
but
it
for some
either.
reason I'm not seeing it in this screen tonight as the host, as a co-host. So maybe that's the problem.
Okay. You know more than I.
Well, okay. So while I'm looking for this, what other questions? Somebody's got to start talking. Any
Gosh.
ideas? You have any questions about how AI applies to you and your business? Is everybody on here in the real estate business? Is there anybody not in real estate? No, everybody's real estate.
Mhm. There's Lisa.
I'm here. It keeps hitting on my ceiling because I'm using my tablet.
I know.
Yeah, isn't AI different depending upon where you're going from, Tim? Because RealFlow has their new AI program that's different than what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. So that's a good point. Thank you, Lisa. So what Lisa's talking about is, there's a lot of different services and companies that are implementing AI in their business.
Mhm.
RealFlow is a CRM tool for real estate investors, and they have implemented AI into their leads, and they're doing what's called scoring. They are scoring every lead from 1 to 1,000. And what the AI is doing is it's running every lead through a ton of different filters that is all public information, and it's hundreds and hundreds of filters. As an example, who's missed a mortgage payment, who's missed a house payment, who's filed for divorce, who's filed for probate, who's been in debt, for some other reason. That's all public information. Okay. So anyhow, they're looking for those factors that could indicate they have financial problems and may have a need to move it in the next 90 days. So that's what the scoring is giving it a ranking, a number from 1 to 1,000 of the propensity to sell in the next 90 days. So if it's a number 1, they have no desire, no need to move. They probably 800 plus credit score, maybe they don't have much debt. They pay their payments on time, have been for years, things like that. But when you take the far extreme, 1,000, that's the highest. And that means that they've got multiple problems. And the AI tool in RealFlow has given it a rating of 1,000 or whatever the score is. And which means that they have a strong propensity to sell. So with their new tool, they say anything 600 and I think it's 625 and above, they start seeing more sales activity, and they have also rated them in 3 different categories: rental, retail, and wholesale. So the likelihood of selling it as a rental property, maybe it's already occupied, the likelihood of it being sold as a retail property, and then the likelihood of it being sold as a wholesale deal. So the higher the score, the more likely that it is that they will sell in the near future. And what that does for you is that the intent behind that whole thing was to narrow your focus, to focus your marketing dollars. So remember, Devin, we were talking about your mailing the other day, where you did those mailings. What was it, 30 something?
Yeah, 33, 38 actually.
38. But
yeah,
where can I spend my money and have the most chance of success? That's what the intent of the scoring of these leads are. And so another example would be, just going and mailing to a zip code versus mailing to the notice of substitute trustee list, which one's going to have the most chance of you hitting a customer that's motivated and you getting a deal out of it. The zip code list is going to be a total waste of your money.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially in today's market, it's been a hot buyer's market. A lot of people have moved and bought a house just recently. So why mail to all those people? I want to focus on the people that have the highest likelihood of needing to sell, not wanting to sell, needing to sell in the near future. And they've tagged it for 90 days. Their propensity to sell within 90 days. Is it 100% accurate? No. And, part of the challenge that they run into, and this, I don't know how many people we have that are new investors on here, but one of the challenges we run into in Texas is it's a non-disclosure state.
Mm-hmm.
So the MLS sold data is not public information. Yes, they can scan public records and see the date of ownership, date it sold and stuff, but there's no sales prices. And all those things come into play. And it also slows down the process of getting, quick, timely information. So, going to public records, you can only get a certain amount of information, but even going to the county records, sometimes I've seen them be months behind on changes in ownership and dates and stuff on the county records. They just, a lot of times they don't update that quick.
Tim, Jonathan and I pulled a property today. He got up back to me, and they filed in April, but they just posted that the sale will be July 2nd, and it's the 25th or 24th of June. So you really only have a week to develop a relationship.
Yep. So
They go knock on the door.
So I personally, Devin, would stay away from those short fused ones, because unless you have cash ready to go and you can, still step in and stop that foreclosure. But that's going to take cash. It's going to take you having enough cash to bring the arrearages current and close on it in order for you to do that. But it's not giving you a lot of time, is it?
No.
That's giving you a week.
1 week.
To find it, make the appointment, go visit the seller, find out the real details, look at the house, finalize your analysis, do the paperwork, get to the title company and close. I mean, the title company alone, you're probably talking 5 to 7 days at a minimum. You might get lucky and do something sooner. But if there's a lot of title work and stuff on that house, if they've had problems for a while, you may not get that deal done before the foreclosure.
It goes to sale.
So,
and the only other option would, what? Go ahead.
That's why I like to get them right as the notification goes out.
Yes.
Okay. If
Yeah,
you these, and from the seller perspective, I've had them walk in my office on Friday with the sale on Tuesday. I mean, that's just, next to impossible. I won't say impossible, but very, very hard to be able to help them when they wait so long.
And Tim, what do you suggest if you were to advise them that filing bankruptcy would be one way to stop the sale, but it's not a permanent solution? It's just a Band-Aid.
All you really hope they will do that for is just to give you time to go purchase it, but then the problem becomes, will the attorney, will the bankruptcy attorney talk them out of selling it to you?
Right.
Because remember, if they dismiss the bankruptcy, then that attorney stops getting paid. Right?
Yeah. No incentive there.
Yeah. So if he convinces them not to sell and try to recover from this and get through it and keep the home, then who benefits? The bankruptcy
Well.
attorney.
Yeah.
But in the end, I don't remember, I haven't seen the numbers in a long time, but the number of people that fail bankruptcy is huge because they can't afford it unless their financial
Right.
situation really changes, because they can't afford to make the payments to start with, and that's why they got in trouble, right? Now you want them, the bankruptcy attorney wants them to pay him a payment too, and the mortgage payment, and stay current. So, unless somebody has wins a lottery or something, or they bring on somebody else in the household that's going to have a third income or something, there's a high chance that they're going to fail the bankruptcy, and they're going to end up going back to foreclosure. So for those people, and we're kind of getting way off track here, talking about AI,
Sorry.
but if you're not frequent or not current on the foreclosure process, if they file the bankruptcy and they fail the bankruptcy, then it goes straight into foreclosure. They don't mess around. The bank doesn't delay. They go immediately file that foreclosure notice. So they're not giving them a second chance. They lost their money to start with. They feel
Lost
like
more to the attorney.
Yep. They lost more money while they were talking to the bankruptcy attorney. And the bank did. They lost their or didn't collect their income, I should say, because they want their interest. But then if you blow the bankruptcy and it gets canceled, then they're going to come after you as quick as possible to get their house back. So, you have to be prepared to move quick. That's why I suggest for everybody that's interested in this is really learn it and dig into it as quick as possible. Even though you may not have a pre-foreclosure type lead right now, learn the process of stopping the foreclosures and doing the subject to transactions so that you are ready. Build your power team for doing those kind of deals so that you're ready when you do find the lead. The questions to ask, the paperwork to do, and so on and so forth, so that you can help that seller. So I know we kind of got way down a rabbit hole there.
Thank
but,
you. Yeah.
Is there any other questions from anybody about that process or about AI and how to use it? Come on, somebody's got to have a question.
There's so many questions.
I really apologize for not being able to share this document with you. I'm getting an error message when I bring up the share screen. So I don't know why that is. I don't think I've ever seen it before. And I do a lot of Zoom.
Well, that should encourage everybody to get, you need to just give them maybe the link in the chat, and hopefully they can get signed up for the Richard's program.
Yeah, thank you for that. I can pull that up real quick here.
I'm already registered and trying to get ahead of the game a little bit.
Yes. Give me just 1 second here. Okay, West DFW.
Monica, you need a bot.
Bro.
Huh?
You
What?
need your own bot.
I know.
You have to teach your bot to view with your
need to
marketing.
I need to do a lot, just even from the website, the member. I gotta start to do that
Yes.
before I
So do I. I've been a
It
member a
is gonna
while,
be,
and I do
I
too.
mean, yeah, I need to finish my basic.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Well, it's good, everyone kind of become connect, and we kind of share
Connected.
idea, yeah. That
Well,
is
you're jumping in though. You're trying to get evaluation of a property down and what's the
No, it's
paperwork
not
involved?
really, I try to learn the market, evaluate the market value, how to do
Mhm.
that. Yeah, that's right now I'm working on that, something basic, how to estimate the rehab cost, that, do you guys use that tool on the website for yeah. I try to, I just learned that the other day and try to figure out, yeah.
The
A lot
property
of-
valuator?
Huh?
Are you using the Real Flow, the property valuator?
I'm gonna go sign up. Yeah, I just have an orientation the other day and try to figure out, yeah, I have lots.
It's a lot.
Have to figure out first. Yeah.
Well, you know what
I
though?
know.
Just don't quit. I mean,
No,
there's so many
No.
people that come into this business and they quit.
give up.
Shame on them, because I think that there is challenge when you started, and then all you do, that's why this
It's
group
easier.
for is that everyone share, hey, the problem I have, you may have, and then we just share and then just had to overcome. But I think a lot maybe think about maybe involve the capital and law. You kind of had to know, you had to study.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, but it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done. That's why I
And
say,
Tim said, don't quit, because
oh, no,
you're just a day or two away from success.
I
Just
know.
don't quit.
I know.
Right.
Yeah. And I think they maybe just it's kind of hard when you don't have anyone to ask the question. Like I just asked a bunch of questions. It's really, I face that. And then, I mean, I guess you can ask Chat GPT, I guess.
Well, I would ask Tim first. Tim's
Yeah.
got so many years on all of us as far as
I know.
investing goes. So he would be an excellent source.
Yeah, yeah. He is a really good people, to just even around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
thank
think
you
a
for
lot
that.
of people
He's
here
a
is
little
really-
technically challenged tonight.
I and I'm embarrassed.
That's
mean,
all right.
I
I
just
can't
don't
even
have
share a
this kind of
screen
problem.
yet,
I just don't have this kind of problem.
typically. No.
I don't know if it's something in the way. Here we go. I'm going to kick its butt.
Reboot?
Okay. So I'm getting ready to send this in the chat right now, everyone.
Okay.
And what you see there is the promo, the website link specifically for our group. And then you
Okay.
see the promo code, all caps. So just copy and paste it like it is. I'm going to apologize in advance. The process is not real clear when you get to Richard's website. It's a little bit difficult, but once you find where you click to start the registration process, remember to look for the box on the right-hand side where to put the promo code in. But it is in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So does everybody see that link okay, since I had so much trouble with
Yes.
with
Yeah.
it?
No, it's good, and it's in blue too, so you can click it and go right there.
So my challenge tonight, with the reason it took so long, is I was trying to type the link, and you see how the link starts with WDFW. Well, it was automatically converting WDFW to my email address, and I don't know how to fix that. I've never seen that before. So that's why I had to go out to the site myself and copy the link. So, but highly recommend it for those of you that haven't already registered. The $99 is probably worth $1,000 or more. You know,
Easy.
he's selling the package for $297 right now for people without the promotion. But you know, in his promotion material for this event, and I agree with them, $1,000 for 3 days of this kind of content. And then I am going to, maybe we come back and do this again. I am going to be implementing this stuff on a daily basis myself for blog postings and website reviews, and helping me write ebooks for sellers. I mean, you can do all that stuff, and he actually shows you how to do it. Thank you for that, JJ. I don't know how much you've heard, JJ, but I apologize for all the technical problems. I don't normally have that problem. So I will email this link or the file, Richard's presentation. I'll email it to JJ. I assume she has your email. Well, actually, I can do it through the group. I will email you all the PDF file that Richard gave me that I was going to share with you. But you'll see he walks you through on all the different ways that you can use AI in your business. And then there's a section in there about how or about all the different apps and stuff that he's discovered and what they do. But in the event, the next 3 days, he's going to actually demonstrate how to use it. So, any questions for me? Looks like I stumbled through all my technology problems just in time to wrap it up tonight. Any questions for me at all? Comments, anything?
No, I'm good, Tim. You've been great.
So I hope
gave-
that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
You gave a good basic idea of you have to prompt and you have to ask the right questions. That was a good introduction.
Yep. The prompts are so important, and Richard even says that in the presentation, is that you have to control the prompt. You have to learn how to ask it and give it enough information to give you the answer. Don't try and give it a one-liner with 5 words in it and expect you to get the exact answer that you're looking for. So the prompts is where you got to really learn. And then the business of AI is changing so rapidly. You need to be in it every day. Do a little something with the different apps and stuff every day, and so that you stay current, you learn the changes and so forth, and keep up with it. So
Thank you, Tim. It's great.
you're very welcome. JJ, are you there yet? You want to take it back over and close it out, or?
Go ahead and close it out, everybody. This has been fantastic. Really appreciate Tim coming in. And next month we are going to we're going to be let me rephrase that. Next month, I think we're going to have Ruth Ann, and if not, we're going to do a follow on of the session that I did about our success timeline and success strategies. And then, of course, the open chat. But then in August, we're going to have Lisa McCormick come in, and she's going to talk about a couple different things regarding finding deals and some opportunities that you have there. So we've got a lineup to end out our summer, and we're really excited that you all are on. Thanks again, Tim. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. But if anybody wants to stay on and chit chat, we can do that for a couple minutes. But then we'll need to close everything out. But goodbye, everybody. We're officially dismissed. We'll catch you all next time. Did you have something else, Tim, or was that somebody trying to say something else there? I don't want to cut anybody off.
Bye and whoops.
Thank you very much,
now,
JJ.
everybody. Our July is another one of those 5 Monday months. Okay, so we can make a decision.
What day?
It's the 4th Monday is on the 22nd. So I'll be more vigilant about making sure that it's correct on the board. Okay. So because last time I think we accidentally put it as the last, but my Zoom is set up for the 4th Monday of the month. So that's going to be July 22nd, but there's also July 29th. So it's not going to be the last Monday of the month. It's going to be the 4th Monday of the month. July 22nd at 5:45. My goodness, y'all, I'm so tongue-tied. You'd think I'm the one that got all the medication today, not my kiddo. 5:45, July 22nd, and then
Got it.
August. Okay, all right, everybody. Good
It-
night. Take care.
JJ,
Thank
it's actually
you.
already on the calendar for the 22nd, so we're good.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you both.
Good night.
Have a good night. Come
Let's
on.
see. Okay. All right, everybody. Good night. Bye.
Good night.